group, as a Toastmaster, you know that the gears are turning in people's heads. What's in it for me? Why is she talking to me about this, and what am I going to take away from this? Fellow Toastmasters and John Paul, I want you to answer something for me. Do you participate in Toastmasters every week as a meetup group with a little information? Kind of like a friends with benefits? With a little intercourse thrown in? You do know the 4-letter word for intercourse, don't you? And before you answer that, remember we are in a library. What is the 4-letter word for intercourse?
Talk.
Talk! Are we there every week to listen to ourselves talk? Or do we join Toastmasters because it's an investment? It's an investment of our time and our energy so that we learn something, that we are ready to prepare for the world. We're ready to go back into our community, to our families, to our workplace, and be able to communicate and to lead. Two of the important things about Toastmasters. Now, I was a little worried about the last conference. If you're the first person, just the Friends with Benefits person, and you want a party, I was a little concerned that losing the Bahamas, we wouldn't have that chance. But boy, was I wrong. Up in Clearwater, when did we close down? Who was that in Clearwater? What time did we close down?
I don't remember.
About 2 o'clock in the morning.
John Paul's wife remembers.
John Paul remembers. John Paul's pouring drinks. Okay, so you can stop listening if you're the first part because we had a good time, and Toastmasters are the wittiest, most interesting people in the world, in my opinion. So if you go to a conference, you're going to meet even more Toastmasters. That's going to be able to bring a new perspective to you. You're going to interact with them, and you're going to learn from them. But if you're that second type of person who wants to make an investment of their time and energy, a conference is the place to meet global international speakers such as Darren LaCroix or Rory Barden. Now, Darren LaCroix won the International Speech Contest probably about 7-8 years ago. He was in Naples, he came to a conference, and now he teaches people to be speakers, and he charges, what do you think Darren charges per day? Just give me a number.
$1,200.
What do you think?
12,000.
What? A couple $1,000 a day to teach executives how to communicate, to teach other people. And for very low cost, you have access to this quality type of person. Now, I know cost comes into it. The average American spends about $1,500 to $2,000 a year on their vacation. So when you're looking to spend $100 to $500 to go to a conference, you think to yourself, geez, that's about 25% of my vacation budget. Is that something I really want to invest in? And I have to say yes, because you're not investing in a vacation, you're investing in yourself. You're investing in the ability to contact these particular type of people. Darren LaCroix's message is stage time now. He goes out and he says, everyone needs to be on stage. But years ago, his message was, to humorize is to humanize. Think about that. Think about coming away from a conference with a good, clear picture of making your human experience humorous so that you can communicate your message with someone. Because that's how you connect. You connect through humor. Not everything is so serious. There are going to be times that you're going to need to go a little bit further in a step like Rory Barden conveyed this last time. Have you ever heard Rory Barden? Now, he did not win the International Speech Contest. you think that let him stop him? Do you think that let him stop his message? Yes, he was disappointed. Life has disappointments. If you listen to him, you would know that you're not going to be successful in everything you endeavor to do. But you need to take the stairs. He has a sort of message to inspire people. Something like, Eat That Frog. Have you ever heard that book, Eat That Frog? No? Anybody?
Yes.
Eat That Frog? You do the most difficult thing? He wants you to take on the difficult things that you don't think you can take on. And you leave the conference with an inspired and motivational message. You need to find your own voice and convey that message. That's why you're in Toastmasters, and that's why you've made the investment. Your time is valuable. You want to be able to speak and communicate better with other people. You've taken on this challenge to make the world a better place and to train other people. So you need to go ahead and go to conference in order to touch that point of excellence that you may never have another opportunity to touch. Speaking is a little bit like algebra. Certainly, everything in the world is mathematical progression. And the unknown would probably unfold to you eventually. But isn't it easier if you have a book? Isn't it easier if you have contact with somebody who has so much excellence that they have been termed to be the very best speaker that Toastmasters has to offer you? Isn't it easier if you can bring that home with you and be inspired to find your own voice and convey your own message? So if you are that first person and you want the friends with benefits we've got, there's no doubts. But if you want to convey to your family and friends the type of information, be a better communicator, invest in yourself. And I hope to see you in Tampa.
Normally Ron Rice would be up here, and this is Ginger Grant, right here. We were Gilligan's Island.
Yes.
Joel Ying was the professor. This is the last conference, and everyone thought that was her real hair. Christine is the former area governor, but she represented this area in the humorous contest, as well as Linda, who represented us in the, except for the coughing, represented us in the evaluation contest. So I just want to tell people it's $99 now. You go on the website, sign up. Everyone should consider going to the website. 6 people can communicate with. You should not consider not going. Even if you can go for one day, it's a great time. If you don't want to go for the Saturday, there's a package for that. You should go for the whole thing. It's in the Tampa airport, $99. Christine, how did you enjoy the contest?
The contest was a wonderful experience. First of all, you get a chance to see the stage before the contest. You meet the other contestants. Everyone is nervous. Everyone, wants to do their best and represent their divisions the very best they can. But the fact of the matter is, once you get to that level of speaking, it's just really very small nuances of speaking that really makes the difference. What you're there for is to have fun. One of the speakers said to me, this is kind of like the Super Bowl of speaking. I made it to the Super Bowl. I'm here, I am just happy to be associated that somebody thinks I'm as good a speaker as these other wonderful people. And when you hear all these wonderful speeches, you think to yourself, wow, I'm not good? It's great. It's a great experience to interact with the people, to learn. Now, at the conference myself, there's also the opportunity for a speakers guild that has started in Tampa area that we're going to be introducing through the Naples Advanced Toastmasters. So if you want to be a professional speaker and you don't have access to a website, Naples Advanced Toastmasters is going to make it available to you to be able to be part of the Professional Speakers Guild. And that's something that's going to be coming in the spring. So people can go online, go to the Speakers Guild, or even when you give out your card, you'll be able to say, I'm a member of the Professional Speakers Guild, and then they'll be able to go online and get the copies of your speeches, what type of speeches you give. You know, so there's so many advantages as far as interacting with people who have been in the speaking business for a very long time.
And now I'm going to sell $99. Okay, when we go out to do something, we always say we're going to eat no matter where we go. If we're in Naples tonight, we're going to eat at the Outback. We're in Tampa, we're going to eat at the Outback. If you're going to eat no matter where you go, it's $99. You get a dinner, a lunch, and a dinner. It's paying for your food. The hotel is usually $99. So you're looking at maybe $300 maximum to go to a weekend. And if you go to a Gator football game, you're paying $300 on tickets. So consider going. I'm going to send out emails, and when you get the email, pass it over to your members. And we have new members come to these events all the time. Even if they just new tokens. And I learned more from my first conference than the first 10 meetings. Thank you.
Thank you.